Hello, my name is Dr. Peter Marincovich, and I am going to help show you how to take care of both in the ear and behind the ear hearing instruments as part of this series of videos on helping patients take care of their hearing instruments and use them effectively. So I have both a behind the ear hearing aid as well as an in the ear hearing aid and the newer type of RIC hearing aids with the small speaker that's in the ear canal, and I will show you a couple of tricks to take care of them and keep them safe and running effectively. With the RIC product, which stands for receiver in the canal, the behind the ear hearing aid is a traditional looking behind the ear instrument. However, the sound is transmitted down the wire to a small speaker in the ear canal. And the best way to take care of this hearing aid is at night to simply open the battery door and leave the battery door open with the hearing aid in it, and just leave it sitting out on a counter somewhere away from humidity. I don't recommend this being placed into the bathroom area or anywhere where it may get wet. The best thing to do is just to leave it open and leave it out at night with the battery door open. Air will circulate through the hearing aid, and this helps to keep it dry. Also, by opening the battery door in this way, it's easy to see that the hearing instrument is off. So long as the battery is not touching any metal component in the hearing aid, it will not be drained. The other aspect of this is that when you take the hearing aid out of your ear at night, there may be a little debris on the ear mold or the receiver portion that's in the ear canal. The best thing to do is to not try to clean it at night, but to just leave it. Again, with the battery door open, the hearing aid out. This will allow any debris on the outside of the receiver to dry out overnight. And then in the morning, what you can do is there is a small case that we provide with the hearing instruments, which will have a small brush, and you would hold the speaker so it's pointing down. Simply take the brush and gently rub it over the edge of the hearing aid speaker, and you can dab it just a little bit, and that will dislodge any debris from the speaker and it will fall out and clean. This is the best way to clean the hearing aid. I don't recommend holding it with the speaker pointing up. This doesn't allow the debris to fall away from the speaker. The process is very similar with a traditional behind the ear hearing aid, which has the sound which comes down the tubing and out through the ear mold. So again, the battery door would be left open at night, and then in the morning when you go to use the hearing aid, you simply close the battery door and the hearing aid would start functioning. And again, prior to putting the hearing aid on, you would check the receiver opening in the ear mold and simply make sure that it's open. And again, if there's any debris, take the small brush and you can simply brush off the bottom of the ear mold to clean it. Now with the more traditional behind the ear hearing aid, the ear mold has two holes. One hole allows the sound out of the hearing aid through the ear mold, and then the other hole is what's referred to as a vent hole. This allows air into the ear canal. This also helps when it's in your ear, your voice will bleed out of bleed through the ear mold, and you don't get this occlusion or echo sound. So both of these holes, it's important, are open, one for sound and one for this pressure for your own voice to sound more natural. Again, using the brush for both of the holes. There is also a small cleaning tool which has a loop and a loop on one end and then a small nylon string on the other. The vent hole that goes through the entire mold, this nylon can be inserted and would go through the entire hole and help keep it clean. And the little wire loop on the other end, if some of the debris does not come out with the toothbrush cleaning, you can use this to kind of flick the wax out. So that's the process for cleaning the behind the ear and the RIC behind the ear hearing aid. The other hearing aid that I have is called an in the ear hearing aid, and this is a type of hearing aid where there's no part that goes behind the ear. The entire hearing aid fits in your ear. Again, the same process in terms of leaving the battery door open at night and leaving it open, again, away from any moisture or humidity, and allowing it to remain open at night so that the battery doesn't drain. And the same process, the portion of the ear mold that goes in the ear, typically now there are these little white filters on the end of the receiver portion, and this prevents wax and debris from getting down into the speaker portion of the hearing aid. So again, at night it will stay out, it will dry out, and then in the morning, again using this small brush, hold the hearing aid upright so that the speaker is pointing down, and simply brush off the end of the hearing aid. You can also use a tissue, but the wax, any debris in here will have dried out overnight and it comes out quite easily. Again, you can use this little brush if some of it doesn't, and these molds typically have a vent hole like the ear mold, and that can be inserted, and you can keep the air vent open with that small wire, that nylon. And then also the speaker portion, any debris, use this wire loop, and that can be inserted into the receiver opening and help keep that clean. So that is a quick overview of how to take care of the behind the ear and the in the ear hearing aid. So thank you very much.